Yeah. I guess maybe they like to sleep during the day better.
Well, it's kind of it's whether you like to give up your day off on the bus,
right?
Or
I'm one of those. You're probably one of those guys. If you go to someone's party, that you're not staying the night. Like even if you're like, yo, everyone drinks, whatever, you're going home no matter what.
Exactly.
It's like $150 cab ride. I'm going home.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. You need to be your own bed.
Yeah.
Or get settled before you end the night.
No, that is very true. But
I know you're not a big fan of these, but
I actually lost mine last
did you?
night. Yeah.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That's a good question. Oops. Let's see. Yeah. It would be a kind of a great thing. Mm-hmm. In terms of people not being able to get a hold of you all the time, but is this a better place for this, or is this?
Put it in your pocket. You want to throw it in your back pocket?
Here, I'll just.
You still got his sound, yeah?
Yeah,
You're good. Okay,
right.
Cool. Yeah, you rather have this or not? I know.
Well, there's other things in it that I would prefer to not lose.
Yeah.
But I do want to text less, and you don't really talk much anymore. But I want to text less. Yeah. I feel so badly if I don't respond to someone that I know that I haven't. So,
So there's messages coming through right now.
Well, I can get them on my computer. It's just when I'm, day-to-day life, it's just on that thing too much.
Too much. I agree. And I know, obviously, you talked about it. People in the audience not really enjoying the moment. Does that bother you a lot when you're up there, or is it just every now and then you kind of just like recognize it and see that it's happening?
Every now and again. I don't look out very often, but it's more, like I've been at shows and wanted to take a quick video, but it's more it's the blatant disregard for the person behind you.
Yeah.
And it's just, one quick moment or something. People sort of do it the entire time.
Let's do that. We are here with Josh from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, along with Chad, Flea, and Anthony, making up the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inducted, of course, legendary Red Hot Chili Peppers, man. I got to say this.
Well, I don't know if we've already shaken hands, but okay.
We're already tight now. For me, I got to ask this right away. What makes this band last? Other ones have come and gone. This is a legendary, iconic band that's been around for so long and still peaking. What is it that you guys do that makes that happen?
Well, I guess, we write songs that people connect to. I mean, I think Anthony and Flea, who have been here since the beginning, they have a drive to carry this on and continue to write songs that people connect with. And then along the way, they've had other people in the band that also have an incredible amount of vision and drive. And, every guitarist they've had, Hillel, John, myself, everyone kind of being very respectful of the band and the family that they've created. They're just, all of us, not to include myself, but everyone's such a passionate, unique, spirited person that, it just kind of creates an energy. So I don't know, I can't speak for other bands, but just these people in this band are so alive, and they just kind of create a warmth and a love around them, and I think that goes into the music, that goes into the live show, that goes, it's just like we were just talking about. There's something that the world is missing. Even if it's subtle and small amounts, things are changing in a way that might not necessarily be, not to cast an opinion, but just things are changing.
Yeah.
And this band still does the thing that people connect with, which is write songs and play them with passion and energy live on stage.
And
I don't know how many people do that anymore.
Not a lot.
In the same way.
And for this long as well. And after officially, I guess, 7 years, is that what it is now?
Yeah.
With the group?
With me?
Yeah. No. You're still considered the new guy.
Yeah. Well, I am.
Yeah. And do they still new guy? Do they still do that to you?
No. They never did in many ways. As I've said before, they have always been incredibly welcoming to me and incredibly respectful. And I've known them and had known them and was in the family more or less for many years before I was in my current role. So it was pretty seamless. And I I still feel just as new as I did on day one, and also still and feel as comfortable and like I've been here for, I've known those guys now for 20
Well,
years
I was
almost.
going to say, because when you were opening up for them back with Bicycle Thief days and even the Gnarls Barkley tour and stuff, right? Like, you've known those guys for so long.
Yeah, we just passed the 20-year mark. I think I met Flea in January of '97.
Wow.
Yeah.
And back then, though, when you're opening for them, you're like, I want to be that, or you're just doing your own thing. Like, I want to be a part of what they're doing.
Well,
I've to create something like that.
Exactly that. I mean, I've always been very, I've admired what they've created. I mean, all my favorite bands have created something like that, like a collective energy and a collective, force that's carried them on into the future and carried them, toward new musical heights and new musical creations every time they make a new record or whatever it is. So I've always admired that. I've always wanted that, and to be asked to join theirs is still an incredible honor.
Makes sense. You guys are around each other a lot. You've been on this tour now almost a year.
Yeah.
I don't have friends of mine. I can't 3 days in a row, no chance. I can't hang out with them that long. Is there those moments where I need to get away for a minute? Is that why you maybe take that flight?
The getaway?
The getaway one at the end of the night, so you can just kind of have that break to yourself. Do you need those moments?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think we have a lot of that built into the way we travel anyway. I mean, everyone's, kind of on their own schedule.
Yeah.
They like to leave the hotel when they like to leave the hotel based on how much time they need at the venue before the show. I don't think there's ever any time that one of us is around another and they're upset about it.
Yeah.
If anything, we don't get to hang out as much because, people need to relax, people need to quiet down.
Yeah.
This is not a band that jumps in the van anymore and is around each other all the time. Yeah. But yeah, no, I just like getting to the next city rather than going on the day off.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so 4 labels, 4 guys in the group, including yourself. Let's give each one a label. You got to put these on everyone. You got the dad, who's pretty much in charge, is in serious mode. The cool uncle that speaks for itself. You got the kid who needs an adult in their life all the time. And the last one's the enabler, in the sense of, I'll go to the gym, and as I'm finishing the gym, my friend will call me and go, yo, let's go get tacos. I'll be like, of course I'll get tacos. You can't say no to the enabler. Mm-hmm. Who would you put those labels on in this group? Each of them has to get one.
Okay, so there's the what? There's the dad, the kid, the cool uncle, and the enabler. Who's the enabler? Is it like the uncle's friend? Who's there, the dad?
I don't know. You tell me.
I honestly can't say because all of us feel like all of those things sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
really cool,
I'm the youngest one,
Yeah.
and sometimes, I feel like I'm the one who's going,
Guys,
this is for terrible behavior. This is, you're being ridiculous. And I'm sure there's times when I'm acting like a spoiled little brat.
Yeah.
And I really think we all enable
each other.
We all enable each other to do good things and questionable things, and I don't know. I think it's a pretty fluid thing. I every time in my mind I'm thinking, oh well, he's this. I think of a contradicting.
What's the coolest or proudest moment for you in your career so far?
Let's see. Coolest, proudest. I think it's an ongoing thing with this band. I mean, every time we play a show, that it's clear that the people out there and the 4 of us have all had a great time and all enjoyed what we've just done. And given the band's history, given how many people have been in the band, and it's still going and it's still doing what it is designed to do, that feels like a huge honor and a huge accomplishment and something I'm very proud of. And yeah, it's the same feeling every time it happens
Every time
like
you step
that.
on stage, whether it's in Detroit, LA, wherever, Toronto,
yeah,
that is amazing.
Tulsa,
smaller shows, bigger cities, wherever it is, right?
Yeah.
Off of that, what is the best thing about the Red Hot Chili Peppers? If you had to just sum up this group that you're a part of, this legendary group, what would you say to describe it?
I think the The family, and that's why it is a good question you asked a minute ago about who is what in the family.
Yeah.
But I think the whole crew, everyone that we're on tour with here, the feeling of support that we all kind of have for each other, and how many wonderful people we're surrounded by. I think that's the greatest thing about the band, and I feel like that's what the band has created for people who enjoy the music too.
Yeah.
A feeling of security, and you know, I hear all the time people talk about the music helping them through difficult times, and so I guess just the sense of comfort that the band creates for ourselves and for the rest of the music appreciating world.
There it is, man. On behalf of all music fans everywhere, thank you so much. The energy you guys put out, the music you put out is doing what you just said. It's putting out good vibes for everybody in the world. Josh, ladies and gentlemen, from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Thanks, my dude.
Yeah, absolutely. Great to meet you.
You too. Great show tonight, man.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.